again, controversial comments. What did you make of the altercation with the Dunlog and Joanne kind of altercation? That was a bit. Actually, I seen your comment on Twitter. You were saying that you were like, it's definitely what you call it.
It's just it's all about
Staged.
It's all about clicks now, and do you know what I mean? It's all about.
Do you think that was staged? Do you think that was staged?
Sure, but it's all about It's all about like the way social media is now, and the way TV is now. RT. It's all about ratings. It's all about ratings.
Yeah.
So let's create something controversial to give us the ratings. Let's speak about something controversial. So I'll put him on the spot. I do believe there was an element of it being staged, and when Joanne was completely prompting what she was like, she's prompting what to say, she's not just making it up off the cuff, she's obviously being told pre-show, go after this, go after that, go after here, go after him, or go after her, and that's just the way RTE are. I personally have said this a number of times in the show, and right, I think the punditry in general is very, very poor on the show. Would we be better served losing that 20 minutes of waffle and just showing more football or more hurling? Absolutely. You're talking about promoting the game or advertising the game. A quick snippet from someone to say, yeah, brilliant game, whatever, great stuff. But don't just lose the analysis and just have more coverage. Like some of the level of respect that's shown to some counties is horrific. And we're talking about trying to promote and develop the game. Nobody loves nothing more, and you're a player. Players love going home on a Sunday or whatever and seeing their county. Supporters love seeing their county getting 6-7 minutes of highlights on the Sunday game rather than 13 seconds or 28 seconds and then having listened. Let's call it spade a spade. There was a debate a number of weeks ago on the Sunday game, which lasted for about 7 or 8 minutes, on whether there was a drink culture in the GAA or not. And the mother of God, I never heard more nonsense like it in my life. I can't remember. I can't remember. I think Lee Keegan was in the show with someone else. I can't remember what it was,
it was Paul Flynn.
What? God, what in the name of God? And drink culture and this and that and that. Oh, Jesus! Just
I will play. I'm not devil. Well, I don't know if it's devil's advocate or not, but in fairness, Lee and Flynn, I'm presuming they have no say. RT are coming up with the topics here, Stevie. Is it? Obviously, they're giving their opinion and all that.
It must be. But for me, there's no drink culture in the GAA. There's no drink culture in the GAA because I can tell you now for a fact, right? There's no drink culture in the GAA. I'll tell you what's a bigger problem in the GAA. Gambling's a bigger problem in the GAA, right? Gambling's rife in society. It's a major, major problem in the GAA. But I can tell you this fact in it, right? See young lads now. Young lads now are more likely to go for a coffee than go for a drink. That's the way society's going. Young people now, because of Instagram, etc., they're more body conscious. They're more conscious about their self, how they look, their self looks. They're in the gym. They're doing more S&C than they've ever done before. There's more education around nutrition, hydration, and diet. That is absolute nonsense about a drink culture in the GAA. It's absolutely pathetic. Because lads go for a few pints after they get beat in the championship, maybe have a Monday club or whatever. Jesus, mother of God, let people live and enjoy themselves. That was one of the most nonsensical. But that's the way the show has gone, and
I have a good one for you. Back in 2012, we got fucking hockeyed by Donegal in the league, and it was up in Donegal. It wasn't Ballybuffet now, but I'm not sure where it was. But we came down anyway, and we had a session on the Sunday, and a few boys went on the Monday session, and it was on the Mayo News that the Mayo squad are on the pier on the Monday, but it was fucking that. People just have a fascination or an obsession over if a lad has a pint, it's literally you're murdering a man. You just cannot. You just cannot. Do you know what I mean? I know obviously there's a balance to it, but
100%. I've had this conversation before. If you went to any country in Europe and you were sitting there on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday, and people were having a few glasses of wine or a few beers with it, nobody would raise an eyebrow, Yeah. But if you've seen a GAA player having a pint of beer on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, or maybe a match 10 days later or 2 weeks later, Jesus Christ. Party was in the drink for 4 days there. It was unbelievable. And you might be in having a couple of glasses of wine or a few beers with your friends or whatever. So bad. What is the issue? What's the issue? And I'll tell you another thing. You see a team I always used to joke, a team that drinks together stays together. A team that goes in the drink together and has a brilliant fucking session, a brilliant bonding session, a few pints, a bit of crack. Lads remember that forever. They remember them days forever and those nights out and the crack and the banter and the camaraderie. I'll tell you now, life's too serious without fucking delving into the gutters of that there. The people can't go out now and enjoy themselves. Like, oh God.
Right, we'll